see how this is gonna work. Alrighty. It looks like we're live. La-di-doo-dah. La-di-dee-da-dee-day. What is up, everyone? Let's see. What's up, everybody? I am just messing with some software. I've been bored out of my mind, with these kidney stones. I'm finally up and about. So, I just wanted to come on and mess with some things, man. I didn't know if anybody would even be around tonight. So let me get this chat moved over. Pop out chat. There we go. Does everything sound all right? What's up, Gary Black? Duck Worker, what's up? My buddy Z. What's up, Isaiah, Mr. Ted? Rookie, what's up, my man? Does everything sound okay? I paid a lot of money for some software that I am messing with. Just gonna try to mess with some stuff tonight. Cool. Feeling pretty good, man. It's been my brother. Sounds good. You look like crap. Thanks, bro. I'm glad to see you're out, giving you something to watch. Yeah, man. This software is actually really neat, man. I can do all kinds of stuff in here. It's gonna make a lot of things more professional and easier. It was not cheap. This is a professional broadcast software, but it's worth it. I really think it's gonna be worth it. What's up, Britton? Yeah, rookie. I've been before that. I've been trying to work out with my son. Getting him in baseball shape, but a lot of that, and it's just summertime, man. Not eating. What's up, Josh Moore? Yes, I'm sorry, guys. It's been so long, man. This has been a crazy summer. I know you guys have all been busy as hell too. The live streams just had to get cut out. We've had two awesome podcasts. Awesome podcasts we've recorded the last 2 weeks. That I've just been so far behind that I have to get them out. We did a podcast. It's with the Perfect Technician Academy down in Texas. Awesome. That is an awesome school. If you guys have any techs or anybody that wants to go to school, check them out. It costs the same, if not cheaper, than some of your local schools, and these people are doing it right. So I cannot recommend this place enough. You're gonna like that podcast. And then me and Kelly talked to oh my God, Mr. Pete Ramsey, who is he's an awesome dude, man. He's just a wealth of knowledge. So being able to talk to him was pretty awesome too. So all right, let's see if I can. All right, guys. So I'm just going to be trying some things. And we can even to set as live. Okay, how do I get it to come in here? 2 days I haven't been busy, which is weird. Yeah, Gary, it's weird, man. We're still busy, but yeah, it's kind of died off here, man. It's not that 100 miles an hour like it was before. I'm actually okay with it. I'll take it, but yeah, it's not like it was though. I have to agree. It's not nuts. Hey, Mr. Steve, if you want to come on, I want to test this thing. I will send you this link if you want to try to use it. I'm not going to stay on here too long. But I just wanted to test out the software, and so far I like it. It just makes does a lot of stuff and makes it easy. And then bringing in guests is gonna be really really cool. Like if somebody comes in, let me see. I'll show you this real fast. Okay, cool, cool, Mr. Steve. Let's see. Copy invitation. Let me open up my my email real fast. Take this over here. I'm not sure what the fuck that means, but okay. Let's go to. I don't know. That's weird. What's up, Chris Young? Yes, I do exist. I'm still alive, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, it has been a crazy, crazy summer. Hold on, let me make sure my phone is turned off and take this AirPod out. I guess I don't really need my. Well, I guess I need my headphones if somebody comes in, but yeah, it's been a crazy summer, man. That's all I can say. And it, I don't really need to work a lot of those hours like I did, but I was trying to do what was best for the business. I was trying to capture as much revenue as I could, and damn near killed me, man. It's so I'm not doing. I'm done for a little bit. No, I appreciate you, rookie. Hey, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, rookie. I got some stuff, man, that I want to send you. I think you're gonna be happy with. All right, let me change this email. Getting ready to send it to you now. HVAC Grandpa, how are you, sir? Yeah, I just wanted to come on and say what's up to everybody. That's not it. I'm trying to remember. There it is. There's Mr. Steve's email. Paste. Send. There we go. I just wanted to come on and say what's up to everybody. Just hop on for a little bit. Um, I'm really, really gonna try to start getting down here and getting some things done. Just in the summertime, it was so hard, man. And like I always tell everybody, I don't podcast to make for a living. This is not my job. I do this for fun. I do it because it's fun. I like to do it. I like to help people. But this, any money I make off of this is just kind of extra. It's not, it's not how I feed my family. So my family is always number one. They're always first, and then my job is second. So I know a lot of you guys, but where are you where are you located, Chris Young? Where are you at? Oh, Oklahoma. I see that here in OK. Do, 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 do. You guys been staying busy, Isaiah? You and Dad been staying cuz it's always hot as hell there. Oh, I see they're staying busy. Nice, man. What'd you get, Isaiah? Lexington. So, you guys that are still booming, Oklahoma and Lexington, Kentucky. I'm presuming that's Lexington, Kentucky. Um, what kind of temperature you guys got going on? See if I can get this other angle. Oh, can't do that too much. I got another camera, top down view. It's of here, but you don't need to see the top down view. It's gonna be over there. I just gotta move it. Yeah, I bet, Daniel, that it's weird here, man, because normally August kind of, we don't really normally slow down in a good summer until maybe the end of August, like first week of September. And it's not like it's gotten, um, you know, like cold here or nothing. It's what's up, Zach from Wisconsin? Thanks for coming, bud. I haven't been on in a while. I just wanted to do a little live stream saying what's up to everybody. This is nothing special. Some of you guys, um, I have a lot of things to ship out. As you guys know, that I have some merchandise that kind of flew off the shelves. I still have here. Let me show you. I still have some stuff left and some shirts, and I still have some things, some different prizes and stuff to send out. I should have just sent it to you, Mr. Steve. It should have already went through. I sent it to ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I just sent it to your the email that I always use, the the one at Yahoo Kaler line or something like that. What's that, Gary? No, that's definitely not happening. It's not, that wouldn't even be my decision, but that's definitely not happening. Yeah, what was I saying? Here today, it was what was it here today, Gary? You know, right now it's 76 out. Let's see, tomorrow. So it's only supposed to be in like the high 80s. Um, we're supposed to have a lot of rain. It's supposed to get back up into the 90s next week, like Monday and Tuesday. So we'll see. Oh, it says get ready. All right, here. Let me um there you are, Mr. Steve. Let me stop soloing myself. Hold on. Now I just got to your audio should be fine. Do you have everything turned on your end? Let me change your name too so you're not Mimo caller. Um I got mine turned up. Let's see here. Steve. Hold on, let me check cuz I'm not hearing you. Enable stereo. I don't know what that means. I think that's too loud. Yeah, the way this works, Mr. Steve, none of your audio should all be on your end. And then so I'm not sure. Let me see if I can spell your last name right. Domans. Can you see that? Is that right? Domansky. That's right. All right, cool. Yeah, but as far as your audio, Mr. Steve, that's got to be once you come through, then I can adjust it. But all of the audio should be. Let me double check and make sure that Let's see here. Like I said, this is a new software, so I could be. Can everybody still hear me? I hear you talking, but oh, hold on. This is why. Hold on a second. I think I might
Brother Gill and his new toys.
Hold on. It might be me, Mr. Steve. Hold on a second.
There we go.
So let me go into this. This audio source is going to be you.
There's a big delay.
Live. Go ahead and talk again, Mr. Steve.
Okay. Hello, Gil. How are you doing?
It says maybe it's just me who can't hear you. Can you guys hear Mr. Steve? Oh, but I'm echoing. All right, let me.
Yeah. There's a big echo. And I'm getting a 30-second audio delay.
Weird. Mama. Sorry, guys.
Mr. Chris Young has heard the voice of God.
Okay, so this video source, no mask. All right, so I don't need this anymore. I don't know why I would.
Looks like my video
Sorry,
is,
guys, this is
half a
Steve
second
has a
delay,
voice
and
for
my
radio.
audio is 30-second delay.
Let's see here. I don't know why. Email call effect mute. Why I can't hear you. Damn it. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Appearance, animation, name tags. I got that. Layout.
Chris, I am from Atlanta, east of Atlanta, little town called Loganville, heading towards Athens, Georgia, University of Georgia. Go Dogs.
I can see the thing moving when you're talking. Yeah, man. This software is awesome. That's why I wanted to do this tonight, because I wanted to just see what happens. I just don't know why.
Yeah, Bretton. I can't. 2 new guys, no toys. I got me a new mic.
Here, Mr. Steve, though. That is just weird. Let me
see if I can get you my new mic.
Oh, that's. Talk, Mr. Steve. I need this to be.
Hey, have you passed your stones like a rolling stone?
Audio mix 2. Program mix. If you guys can hear Mr. Steve, then here I'm going to make him full screen, and I'm gonna mute myself while I'm trying to figure this out. So,
well, guys, how have y'all been doing? I know we hadn't been out here for goodness, was it 2.5 months? We hadn't done our basic show. Yeah, it's been hot. I know Gil's been busting his butt. I'm about dead. This heat is just killing me, and the office is throwing me on all the communicating stuff. It's having issues after anywhere from 18 months to 2 years. Little glitches are showing up and just burning my brain out. Come home, I don't have any time to hang out with my wife. Man, it's ham sandwich to straight to the bed. Hit the alarm clock, snooze button 4 or 5, 6 times in the morning, getting up almost an hour late. I try to get up a little bit before 5, so I like my me time in the morning in the sunroom with my waking up, couple of cups of coffee. But I think it's trying to cool back down. We had a high of 87 today, which beats the 94 and the high humidity here in the Atlanta area. And so we're looking for a little reprieve, a little vacation time be coming up here soon. So how about y'all? Y'all been busy? Y'all ready for the fall time to come around and take advantage of all of that money we've been banking? Hopefully, we've been banking. I know we haven't had any time to go out and spend any money, but this is the time, man. Like Kelly says, go make money. This is where we make our Christmas time for our kids, our wives. Come fall time, we get to fix our houses up, fix up our cars. I just bought me some new wheels and new tires for my Nissan. The tire guy was pretty impressed to see a 32-year-old Nissan King Cab come rolling in there with 154,000 miles on it. I guess that's the life of a technician. You never get to drive your own vehicle. But it was pretty cool. The guy that was there actually had some Nissan wheels at his house that he hooked me up for $50 a piece. He put them on the balancing machine, and they were true as could be. No bends, perfectly balanced. So they hooked me up with $200 for OEM rims and some Toyo high performance all weather tires. So that was pretty cool. I've been waiting for a couple of years. I don't drive the thing, so the tires actually dry rot. I think the tires were, goodness, 6 years old already and still had more than half the tread on them. Years old, so he comes around and he's kind of nervous having him in there with them tires. So went and spent some money for my grandson, so I'll be comfortable riding around in the old Nissan pickup. What's going on in the chat down here? Daniel Caswell, I had a tough day in the attic today. Chris Young, he's ready for some hunting. I hear you, bud. Haven't done a whole lot of hunting. I'd like to be around it. First time I ever went hunting, I was 14 or 15. And then my father got me a 30-30, Marlin 30-30 for my, I guess it was 15 years old, for my 15th birthday or Christmas. Went out in the woods, put me up in a stand, and sat there, froze my tail off, and looked across the ridge, and it was a shot I probably should not have taken. It was probably 100 plus yards, I guess. I probably shot the thing 3 or 4 times at the shooting range, and hit him. I got so nervous. Young kid, I forgot, do I shoot behind the front leg or in front of the back leg? So I said, well, I'll shoot in front of the back leg. Maybe I'll be off and I'll hit where I should. Nope, I hit him right in front of the back leg and destroyed half of the meat. But I did get it mounted, so I've got me a 8-point shoulder mount. Still over at my dad's house, down in his shop. Mom would never let us put it up over the fireplace mantle. So anyway, it's been sitting down there. A buddy of mine has just finished out a giant man cave. So I asked him if he'd like to have that to hang up. So he said, sure, bring it on. So we're going to wait till he finishes that up. So he'll have a little present for me and some decoration for himself. Well, Mr. Gill, where'd you go? You let me run the show tonight. Says up there it's HVAC Uncensored with Gil and Kelly. I'm not Kelly. But I have enjoyed listening to your podcast. You put some good stuff out, and Kelly does too. So anyway, what kind of equipment have y'all been seeing? What kind of problems? Anybody put something in the chat that's been driving y'all nuts? Let me tell you something till y'all get something put out there. I've been working on a heat pump, 18 SEER, and this thing started off with a power glitch, power surge to the house, wiped out the thermostat, replaced the thermostat. It came up, and then it gave me a motor communication error. So I get in touch with tech support just to confirm, and they said, "Yep, change the motor out." So we changed the motor out, fire it up. Then the motor wants to ramp up to 550 CFM on a 4-ton system, and then it drops down. And it comes back up, and while I'm checking it, it starts off with 240 volts applied, and as the RPMs go up, my voltage drops down to 109 volts. Motor drops out, starts all over again. So my guy here in the Atlanta area gets in touch with his guy with Train, and they say that the profile chip got destroyed. Oh, the airflow circuit board has actually been changed as well after I did the motor. So I turned the breaker off on the air handler, and there's still power on the circuit board, which is pretty weird. I don't know what was going on there. I go and I take the wires off of T1 and T2, turn the breaker back on, and everything starts to work again. And then what they realize, or they ask, is that the transformer for the relay panel that does have a zone on it was wired up to L1, L2, which was powering up the relay panel. So when I turned power off at the air handler, there were still 24 volts on the relay panel, which was feeding back into the transformer in the air handler, feeding 24 volts to the secondary, which was inducing voltage over into the primary of 240 volts coming out, which was enough to get that motor running. But the amp draw, as it started to ramp, would deplete the available voltage that the transformer could put out, and it would die and start all over again. Wow, that was crazy. I've never experienced anything of putting voltage on a secondary and getting the voltage out of the primary and seeing a system operate. And these poor customers, they just bought the house. The system's 18 months old, and they have been waiting for Train to deliver the parts because those parts for the communicating systems aren't always in stock. They had to come from Texas. So, needless to say, they're a little frustrated with the manufacturer. We were on point. As soon as the parts came in, we were there. We actually gave the customer the tracking number for the parts. So they knew exactly when the parts arrived, and we were there within 20, 30 minutes of the parts hitting our door. So they're definitely thrilled with our response time. And very frustrated, of course, which I can understand. In talking to the customer, they said that they had their daughter came in before they moved in. House was totally vacant. She reset all the clocks that were flashing 12, and a couple of days later, they came in, and all the clocks were flashing 12 again. So they've had at least 2 power surges or something, which started this whole daisy chain of things. Well, come to find out, and I don't do the install side of things, the installation crew does all that. The quality control guy comes out and makes sure everything's nice and tight and working properly. But apparently, on these communicating, you take your primary transformer, which in this case was a Train 1050, and it's supposed to go directly to the air handler. And then the Zone 2 thermostat can go to the relay panel, which everything is wired in parallel, so you wouldn't think it would matter at all, but apparently it does. I spoke with my guy about it today because it's just blowing my mind. And he said this generally would never be a problem. Maybe 1 in 1,000 systems, something crazy would happen. But he said something like a power surge would have to take effect on the system to make that problem show up. So anyway, in the meantime, I've got his heat strips disconnected. They're running full force on the AC. They are really,
So they shouldn't be able to hear me.
how should I say this
Can
nicely?
anybody hear
Very
me?
concerned about the
Can
whole
anybody
COVID
hear
thing.
me?
They wear their mask inside. Both of them stay 10 feet apart. They will not let me down into the lower section to check on Zone 2 thermostat. So I can only do what I can do from the main thermostat. They will not go into an area for 24 hours after somebody has been in that area. So, but anyway, that's okay. I understand. Not a problem with me, but because of that, I cannot go and set up and or address the Zone 2 thermostat. So basically, we just have it disabled as the zoning and just use the main thermostat as their comfort level. So, and they're living in the basement, completely finished basement. So they got the cooling they need. They got the dehumidification they need. They do have another system upstairs that they are not occupying yet because it has an open stairwell to the main level and people are coming in and out into the main level. So they are avoiding spaces that anybody has been into. They did talk to me via FaceTime about filters. They got a Honeywell MERV 11 in there. They was wanting something a little more. They told me that they were going to Home Depot and getting a 1-inch HEPA filter for their old system at their old house. Wasn't going to get into them with that. I think we all know that wasn't going to happen by any means. But they were interested in HEPA filtration, so we contacted them back the next day and let them know what a true HEPA bypass system would cost, and that's a cost that they did not want to incur at this time. So anyway, that's something that's been going on for 10 days between ordering all the parts and everything. And then I had another train. It was a TAM 7 heat pump. The blower motor would not come on unless I disconnected W from the circuit board at the air handler. Don't know the reason for that. There was 24 volts on W, a contacted train, and they said that that is a ghost voltage that is always present, but there's no amperage to make it do anything. But when I go and disconnect it, the system works perfectly. So either I have a bad circuit board on that, or I have a pinched wire from the air handler to the outdoor unit, but she's up and running because I left the white wires off of W. And after all that, I'm brain dead and ready to go home and go to bed. So, but anyway, that was what, Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday, I got lucky. I got to see 4 Goodman air conditioners. Pretty basic easel day. So, but yeah, it has been a heck of a week, a heck of a summer, and I'm about ready to see it calm down a little bit. The money's good, sales leads are good, turning over a lot of preventive maintenance customers, non-preventive maintenance non-preventive maintenance customers into preventive maintenance customers and giving them their discounts and getting them up under the company belt for maintenance. So it's been good. I was talking to the owner of the company the other day, and he actually said, and I don't know if y'all are experiencing that, maybe some of you business owners or service managers are experiencing this too, that we are actually down in the service department, which is amazing, the number of service calls that we're running. Service side is down, what do you say, $100,000 or so for the month? But we attribute that to everybody just being at home, working from home, and experiencing the true comfort of their systems. And I think usually we get there during the middle of the day on a no cooling, and let me call my husband and yeah, go ahead and fix it. Go ahead and fix it. So, but I think now that both Mr. and Mrs. are at home, they're experiencing the comfort of the bonus rooms not being comfortable, this room, that room not being comfortable, and all the recommendations that we've been making over the years are finally coming to fruition. Is that the right word? And yeah, we've been doing a lot of duct change out, duct designs, J manuals, D manuals. Actually, customers are asking, is there anything else that can be done? And we let them know that the S manual is available. Blower door test, finding a lot of leakage within the system. And I don't know if y'all listen to Zach's latest podcast. I listened to it this morning on home performance. And if y'all haven't listened to that, take a listen to it tomorrow. It's really good. It's basically what I got of it. It's how you can really screw up a customer's house if you don't know what you're doing. Because home performance, it is a total package. It is not, let's seal this up first and see what happens. Let's do some foaming in the attic and see what happens. And then the humidity problems start in, and then the odors start to come in, and VOCs start to build up. So you got to start bringing in fresh air, exhausting air. It's a definite major project, which is something that we do at the company that I work at. We got a couple of BPI certified guys there. So we do all of that testing, but we don't do the work. We actually have a company who is also BPI certified. Not just the owners, but the workers there. They all go through their training. And when a customer of ours wants to go ahead and proceed with all that test results, we send two of our guys out there to oversee these BPI certified guys and make sure that they do the work to the quality that we work our company at. So it's quite a service, and it gets on up there in the big dollars when these customers do that. We've had quite a few that done the whole 9 yards. I mean, they've ripped out the whole ductwork system, rip all the flex out, go back with metal, wrapping it, high velocity supplies, high velocity returns, test and balance, airflow hoods, duct leakage rates, setting up dampers for ERVs, whole house dehumidification with fresh air intake on timers, combining that in with 18 SEER fully variable communicating systems. People are dumping lots and lots of money into their homes versus fixing them. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing and seeing and learning a lot. As long as I've been doing this, we never stop learning. I think the day that we all stop learning and think we have enough knowledge to get us through the day, that's when you stop being my opinion, a professional, because the next guy behind you is going to want to be learning a little bit more, and he's going to go right past you. So, but
I'm
one
still
thing we
here. Not
do
sure if you
need
guys can hear
to,
me. I'm in the background trying to figure out why I
hey,
can't hear Mr. Steve.
I hear Gil in the background.
Can't hear you. I don't know why I can't hear Mr. Steve. But this is why I want to mess with this software. So keep talking, Mr. Steve.
Okay,
Mr.
all
Steve, can
right.
you hear
I'm about
me?
out of breath, man. You're like the professional. I'm in
I don't think
training.
he can hear me
I'm
either.
I'm a newbie all over again. Okay. Yep. Yep. Well, this is good. This is good. We can hear you, but your volume is very, very low. You got very low volume. Maybe you need to turn your volume up, Gil. I am hearing myself on my headphones. I'm hearing it back through the live feed. So I'm getting a delay. I can hear myself about evenly on both, but you are very, very low. All right. Sorry, guys. I was reading the chat there. Saw somebody talk hoser. Is Corey, you out there today? Tonight? Depends on what side of the world you're on, side of Atlanta, of America you're on. Yeah, I touch base with Corey every once in a while, send him some emails, try to give him a phone call. He is actually living the life, the Canadian life. He has got himself a big, giant trailer camper. This thing is huge. And I don't know if he's been home for a month or so. I think he's pulled his camper mobile home basically is what it looks like. Thing's huge. Pulled it out to some place out on a lake, and he's just been hanging out there, but going to work and just hanging out in the woods. I guess he's out hunting moose or something. But I don't blame him. You know, he's up there in Canada, kind of up high. Their summers aren't too long like we experience here. But I don't think Gil has figured it out. Gil's in the background pushing buttons, and looks like you have made me very grainy, or it is on my end. Looks like the live feed on my phone is good. I'm good over here. Got a lot going on. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. I didn't even know that he was on. I just thought I would check my phone before I head towards the bed and saw he was live. So I jumped on and so anyway, um, videos. I cut a new video the other day. Kind of been slacking on that. I try to do 2 a month at least one every other week. But it's been like a month since I popped one out. So I actually was down at my father's river house. It's a place that we had built since I was 15 years old. He bought a bunch of property down on the river. We cleared out a bunch of trees all the way down to the river so we can get a river view. We built this house up from the ground, did all the sheetrock, put all the studs up. The only thing we did not do was the air conditioning and the electrical and the plumbing. We did everything else except for the exterior shell. But that was my life as a teenager from 15, 16, 17, and 18, almost every single Saturday, if not every Saturday, every other Saturday. But anyway, he called up, said the air conditioner wasn't working the other day. So I had last Friday off. So I went down there to check it out. He said the blower wasn't coming on. It's a 6-year-old Goodman. Said he turned it off, ran up to the store, got some new batteries for the thermostat, and popped them in, and the outdoor unit came on, but he looked at it a moment later and saw a bunch of ice. So he turned it off and gave me a call. So I ran down there next morning, and to my shame, a clogged, severely clogged MERV 8 air filter. So, sorry, Dad. My bad. My dad's 83 years old. Do not expect him to get into the crawl space and do that. So, but the blower motor's still clean. Evaporator coil's still clean. The drain line was a whole nother story. When they ran the drain line, when we had the house built, they ran it under a sidewalk and out into the woods, or heading towards the woods anyway. And 40 years later, 40 years worth of leaves, mulch, debris from all the trees, basically in the woods. It had covered that drain line up with 4, 5, 6 inches of mulch, dirt. So I had to dig down, had to get my nitrogen out and take the drain line apart, blow it out. And he was on the other end, said, I can hear it. I can hear it. So at least we got it clear, shoved the water hose in there and just turned it on. We finally started digging down, and found it. So, but it's 1 inch coming out. I got 3/4. Of course, it's the air handler, but where it comes out, I guess once they went up under the foundation or the sidewalk, they took it to 1 inch. So didn't have any 1 inch on my truck. None in the barn. Well, there was some in the barn. It was only about 3 feet, and I need like 10 feet to extend it over to the drainage ditch so it will never get covered up again. So anyway, it's one of those stories that the heating and air guys' equipment is probably neglected. And that is definitely true. I don't even know that I've looked at mine this year. I think I hosed the outdoor unit off once. Haven't looked at the filter, but I've got a Honeywell. No, I don't. I've got a April Air 20 by 25, which is a little bit bigger than what I need. But last time I changed it, I probably went almost 2 years. So I think it's been about a year. So I'm probably okay. I do go out and make sure my compressor itself is not sweating. And it's not. I got a nice sweat right to the compressor and it stops. Old school that's a good charge. A piston coil, 2.5 ton outdoor unit, and it's 22 years old. 22-year-old evaporator coil, and it does not leak. Can you believe that? Did have to change the furnace out 2 years ago. I was just coming out of a divorce at the time, so funds were kind of slow. So instead of changing out the whole system, just did the furnace. But it is what it is. We do what we got to do. So anyway, just kind of rambling here, hanging out with y'all. Who we got out here? Got Adams in with us, Miss Susie. What's up, lady? Josh. Good to see y'all here tonight, hanging out with us as we get things tuned up. Yep, Total Tech, exactly. Beer can cold. Chris Young, old school is cool. Yep, been trying to stay away from rule of thumb stuff here the last couple of weeks with this heat. Just getting so burned out. And I find myself reverting back to some old school techniques just to get it up and running, and not using all my field piece probes like I should. And but we're getting through it. We got a lot of customers that they just want it up and running. and they'll sell them a maintenance agreement. They're good for a while, if not till next springtime. We'll get out there and start tearing the systems apart, cleaning condenser coils. I did get to use my Viper foam gun today. I found a 30-year-old Train AC, the little cube ones, and I don't think that thing had ever been cleaned. There was no air blowing out of the top. You couldn't even touch that liquid line. It was so stinking hot. It's a rental property, and little 2-ton lady lives up on the third level. It's kind of a old apartment in Atlanta that this customer had purchased and turned it into some rental apartment, little condo, cottage kind of loft places. But she's been kicking out $350 power bills, and she says she keeps it at 75 degrees. So the landlord met me out there today, and he jumped up in the attic and said, "I've only got 2 inches of insulation up there." So anyway, so we got that system all cleaned up. Had to clean it twice with the purple Viper cleaner, the super heavy duty foaming stuff. Really did a great job. If y'all haven't tried that, if you have a really, really bad coil, I'd recommend y'all give that a shot. And the foam gun. What do y'all think about the foam gun? Have y'all used that? Or any of y'all just, or most of y'all still using the old bug sprayer, mixing up your own? I went and I've actually almost run out. I got to go get some. We get all our supplies from a certain supply company. We put it on our invoices what we use on each job, and if we need coil cleaner or something like that, we just put it on a invoice and it comes. But our supplier does not carry the full line of Viper products, so I put on there I need some Viper coil cleaner, and they sent me a can, 1 can of evaporator cleaner. So actually, we had a couple of gallons of Triple D hanging around there in the shop, so I was able to get that and put that on my truck and kind of use it where I think I need to, and use the Viper where I see. So we're getting by. I do need to get to the supply house and get me some more Viper. I really do like their products, and but on the Viper foam gun, I've noticed that I've been cracking a lot of the nozzles that come off of them, the foaming nozzle. Those things crack and break off all the time, and I'm like really careful that I don't just throw it in the back of my truck. Things don't fall, and I have a special place for it. But it's like the plastic gets very brittle. I've actually talked to brain dead, the guys up there at Refrigeration Technologies, Pastorello's. I've actually called and spoke to them a couple of times on that, and they're looking into the quality of the plastic that's being used on those. See if they can't upgrade that a little bit. That would be cool. I've probably gone through 4 or 5 of those little black nozzles in the last year and a half, I guess. I probably bust 2 a year, if not 3. So anyway, been dealing with that. What else has been on the docket? Doing the COVID meetings at work. We're meeting out in the parking lot. We're not a big company. We got 8 technicians. So we all stand out in the parking lot, 6 feet apart, and everybody stands around with their mask, and nobody can hear anybody talk. And it's like, come on, look, let's spread out. Let's get 10 feet apart. People, take your mask off. We got a nice breeze. Nobody's sneezing at each other. Nobody's coughing. Let's have a real meeting here. But it's good. It's good to get the guys back together, and we're basically doing more BSing and talking about family matters than we are shop talk. But it's good culture there. We're all not up in everybody's business, But we all keep in touch with each other at least every day. Kind of touch base, make sure everybody's doing good and having any problems. So, and the boss calls just to check up on us, make sure we don't need anything or any support. So it's all working well, working well. I have noticed that a lot of the customers are starting to back off on the masks. Not near as many are wearing masks these days. But I did have one today that told me to wear gloves and a mask before entering the home. Luckily, we were just there a month ago and did his preventive maintenance. He's got the big Honeywell 4-inch, 5-inch filters. So, and he said it was blowing air, but he was hearing the sounds outside. So, luckily, I didn't have to go inside and deal with that. And that was a 18-year-old XL 1800 heat pump. The old ones that actually had 2 compressors in it, the big old beasts. Fan blades getting out of balance. It was kind of shaking the unit around when it comes on second stage. But he actually took some videos and sent them to us about some noise. I don't know if that was actually the noise that he was experiencing or not. But so since it was making noise for me during second stage, he says it does it 9 out of 10 times. And he doesn't mess with his thermostat, so I don't know why it would want to come on second stage very often, unless it was just due to long cycles. I don't know what kind of thermostat he's got, if it's a upcycle type thermostat or not. But anyway, I cycled first stage to second stage back down to first stage. Probably did that 10 times. Circuit board does throw it into a
Shut
time
up,
delay
Adam. I'm
between each
here.
cycle, so no big deal on
I just
that.
don't
But I
see any
noticed
issue on why I
probably
can't hear Mr.
3
Steve.
times that second stage
Everything is
compressor
fine on my
had a
end.
hard time starting. It's got a brand new start capacitor and relay, OEM train stuff. Brand new run cap as well. Uh-oh. Gil, I hear you in the background. You can't hear me? Um, uh-oh. Adam says, Steve, you're doing a good job at talking to yourself. Can anybody hear me? Am I just rambling to myself? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just smile if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? I mean, you aren't talking to Gil. I know Gil's in the background somewhere. He may be doing the Rolling Stone thing. Poor Gil. Been that route, man. I'm just messing with you. That is no fun. Been there twice. Don't want to go down that physical road of what that's all about. But I had one hit me a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and I was in a customer's crawl space. Oh my Lord. It was so bad. I actually had to call the office and they had to call an ambulance to come pick me up. There was no way I was going to be able to drive. Kind of luckily, the customer said I got to go pick up my kids. I was in a crawl space, obviously, like I just told you. So they were gone, luckily. Um, Terrible ride to the hospital. They were all booked up. None of the hospitals in Atlanta would take new newcomers. But apparently, if ambulance shows up at a hospital, then they have to take you. So the driver said, "To heck with it, we're going." Actually ended up going to the hospital that I went to when I was a little kid, where I had both of my arms fixed from where I broke them, one jumping out of a treehouse, the other off a bicycle. Um, Definitely wasn't the same hospital. atmosphere as it is now as it was when I was a kid. But anyway, it took them about 3 hours for them to finally give me some kind of a pain medication. And then my wife showed up probably 30 miles away. And yeah, it was unbelievable. They gave me some of that nasty juice and sent me back for a X-ray, whatever they call that. And that was like a $3,000 picture of my kidneys. And then they finally gave me, I don't know, it was morphine or what the heck they gave me, but it was very nice. And I think my wife enjoyed me being on that stuff more than I enjoyed being on it. But after they gave that to me, I walked out of there maybe 30 minutes later. I wanted to drive home, but my wife would not let me at all. She had a good time with me. Those videos were showing people that had their wisdom teeth and they're still gassed up. I guess that was me. But so anyway, all right, guys. All right, Gil, where you at? Come and save the day. I'm going to be quiet for 10 seconds and see if Gil can speak up. Yes, Susie, I did get freaky on the drugs. That was very nice. I've actually been drug free for 5 years, 1 month, and what is the date today? 3 days. So that was uh, it was nice, but anyway, they gave me a whole bottle of pills to take home, and didn't even use them. I don't like medicine, don't like anything. I mean, I'm a goodies headache powder kind of thing, and I really got to be hurting bad to even do that. I'm pretty much just leave me alone, let me lay down here, and I'll go to sleep. Maybe have a cup of coffee and some cashews. But I think the body is pretty stinking strong. It can heal itself, which is the way I was raised up. My father's a doctor, so he was never big on giving pain meds or anything like that unless I was like really, really bad. He would help with something to take the edge off. But as far as the flu and flu meds and all this stuff that's out there, aspirin was always the strongest thing that we had. Some goodies and BC powders. That's what we grew up with. So anyway, I got off on a tangent, didn't I? Got way out there. Oh, Chris, beers, and lots of beers. Yeah, guys, been there. I started drinking when I was 15 years old. Started getting high when I was 15 years old. Started smoking cigarettes when I was 16 years old. And quit the drinking and the smoking 5 years ago. And I'm coming on 55 years old. So y'all do the math. What's that? 40 some odd years of drinking and getting high every single day. I did not drink every day. I was basically a once a month weekend warrior. When it came time for that weekend, I was gone, gone, gone. Always went to the River House. Was a place I always went to, a place where I did not have to drive, had a place to sleep, shower, bed, big pasture to pass out in, big bonfire, take plenty of food, and take a case and a half of beer, half a pint of liquor, and drink one beer an hour for 48 hours. Take a quarter shot of liquor with every beer, and had a good time. But those days were gone. I got tired of waking up hurting. hurting for days and days and days and days. And in the getting high thing, I started getting up into the really high end stuff. The $50, $60 a gram. Oh man, that'll suck your paycheck in a heartbeat and make it hard to pay your bills. And definitely doesn't make marriage life any better. That's for damn sure. So just shut all that stuff down. Haven't missed it a bit. A bit. I now have a savings account. I got extra money set aside where I could basically take 6 months off of work and not hurt a bit, which is kind of shows to how much money you can blow by partying hard and consistent. And anyway, I think we've heard Gil's story on that and what it can do for you. I don't want to go down that road, but maybe I'll open up to you one day if Gil wants to narrate and keep me going, and we can compare lives. I think his addiction was probably a little more dramatic than mine. Like I said, I never got into the yes, pot is a drug, but I would argue to that point that it's natural drugs. So, but no, I never got into the cocaine or any of that chemical stuff. That was just not my thing. Did try it. I'll say I didn't, but just didn't take to it. Wasn't my cup of tea. But anyway, we have covered a lot today, and I need Mr. Gill because I'm not the professional podcaster or the live streamer. Well, he's back there pushing buttons and leaving me out here to hang, but that's okay. He and I were actually going to try to do this the other night so he could play with his new toys on his end, and it's going to make it much, much better and sound better. All this, we had some issues with some of our HVAC basics, residential basics podcasts where there was a lot of echoing going on. So this new toy that he's got is supposed to allow him to have his own input channel, Hoser to have his own input channel, and myself, instead of coming in all into one. I don't know about all that stuff, That's over my head. I'll buy the toys. Oh, he was there. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what's going on, man. I cannot hear. Mr. Steve, can you hear me when I talk?
I can hear you, yes.
I don't know why I can't hear you. I have went over every setting 15 times, and I can't. I don't know. I mean, everything I went through in the software,
yes,
everything
I can hear
is set
you
up correctly. The volumes are up. Everything's where it's got to be. Everything else is working. Hi, Miss Susie. How are you? I've been hiding in the background. I just wanted to come say hello to everybody tonight. And
Gil, if you turn your phone on
software, it's
and try to watch
like
it through YouTube
software.
on your phone,
does a lot
see
of
if you can
stuff,
hear
but
yourself.
apparently, I can't get audio to work. Yeah, I don't think it's that restarting. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because everything else is fine. You guys can hear Mr. Steve. Shut up, Adam. Continue. Let me put Adam's comment up. Bum 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 bum.
Miss Susie says to restart the computer. I bet you Gil doesn't have his headphones plugged in. Or maybe he can pull a HVAC curious guy and unplug your mic and plug it back in. Reboot. HVACR says, I can hear both of you. So whatever you've done,
I sent the email, Isaiah.
All right, they hear both of us. And this is, I'm hearing myself and I'm hearing the delay. Look at how focused Gil is. Look at those blue eyes. Now he's thinking.
Maybe a
I'm not
couple years ago,
sure.
Total Tech, not now though.
All right.
It's because I've
Well,
had kidney stones the last 4 days and haven't slept. That's why my eyes are red as
I'm
shit.
hearing a repeat. I don't know if that's. I'm hearing the live feed and then a delay. Hey, Susie, type in there and tell Gil to unplug his headphones and plug them back in.
Yes, I am
Oh,
doing better now, Miss Susie. It was rough. I know Mr. Steve's talking too. I passed 3 kidney stones and I thought I was done. And then all of a sudden, pain came back with a vengeance, worse than it was. And I had to go to the hospital. They had to laser one. It was so big it wouldn't go through my kidney. So it sucked. But I'm still sore as shit. I haven't slept much, but I'm good now. Yeah, Adam, this is the ATEM mixed with another software that I'll tell you about since you're a Mac guy. It shit's legit, man. I've tried. I've tried that. I'm gonna.
are y'all hearing a giant delay? Maybe I. Hey, Gil, send Adam in. Can you send him a link to jump in here? Maybe we can. Wow. Oh, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Figure if he's playing with something, I'll play with something. I'll play with my lights. Oh, don't know about that. How you like that? That's the pink light. Daylight, it looks like. Blue light. No, that's no good. All right, I'll run with that. Maybe this too. Wow. There's a lot of different color going on. What I see on my end is not what y'all see live. All right. Gil, can you hear anything yet? Vlogger says, "Hey, Gil, wake up." I guess I have to send him a message. Say hello, Gil. Whoop. All right, can y'all hear me? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got like a 12-second delay from when I speak, from when it gets back to me. Yeah, Total Tech, he's focused. No, he's not pissed. He is focused. Which I guess maybe that's normal. Is that normal, Adam, for a 12-second delay? Whoop. Okay, I'm back all by myself. All right, Gil's going to get this figured out. He has been hyped up on this new piece of equipment he's got. He got it 2 months ago, I guess. He called me and said, it's going to be the greatest show in the world, which I know it will be. But you got to get it all tweaked out. I have yet to see any true live stream go without flaws. Maybe every once in a blue moon. But it's always something. I know when we first started, actually, first time I ever was invited to be on a live stream, I think it was on the Overtime guys, on the Overtime show, if I'm not mistaken. And I was getting a giant echo delay, and what I found is that I was watching on the phone. I had my headphones on, but I had my volume up on my phone. And with this delay thing that we have when we speak and when it finally gets out to the internet and y'all hear it, there's like a 10-second delay. So that was, everybody was going, why is there an echo? Why is there an echo? It sounds like a delay. So did that. I think I was on a show with Brian one time. Went on with Brian, and there was, I had some kind of issue. I was actually on my phone at that time. I didn't have a microphone or a camera. I was just using my iPhone, hanging out in my sunroom. And there were some issues, and not so much on my end, but because I had an iPhone and whatever. But he pushed some buttons and got it all working. I think I went on with Rick at Survival one time, and things just didn't audio didn't work for some reason. I don't know. So I think once Gil gets all this figured out and gets it tuned in, then it'll all be wonderful. I truly believe it will. But I think when you're testing it out and we're not live, it gives a whole different way of doing things. I mean, everything can go perfect, 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 perfect. I think we've heard the Overtime guys, and they've had a couple little issues. And it's like the pre-show talk that we had before we went live was perfect. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden the echoes kick in and crazy time delays happen. And so anyway, they get Mr. Adam in there pushing buttons in the back scene, and he finally gets it all figured out. And he kind of has the same look on his eyes that Gil has. He just is focused. And, but I guess there's a lot to it. And so anyway, on my end, it just takes a Logitech Pro 920 HD camera, and got my got my new toy here. Got my new Rode what do they call this thing? Procaster microphone, USB. The next level up has a different plug on it, but it's a whole nother I've got the wire for it, but you got to have another sound module or something. I mean, you got to go drop another $500 or $600 to do that, and the sound is supposed to be a whole lot clearer. But this one here is USB. I haven't heard anybody or seen anybody in the chat say that my audio stinks or sounds bad. Actually, I'm kind of upset that nobody says, "Hey, you sound good. Did you get a new mic?" But yeah, here's my old mic sitting here. My little Audio Technica. I don't know. I think it was probably $65, something like that. Or this thing was what, 250, and got my Audio Tech headphones and my boom that holds my phone is Audio Tech, I believe. The headphones that I've got, actually not a headphone, the microphone that I use for my pod when I do my videos is not right here in the office. It actually died on me maybe a month ago. And I was hoping that it was just one of my connectors because it's like a 3mm plug. And then, of course, I use my iPhone 8 to shoot my videos and it won't plug. So I have an adapter. And I was hoping that adapter was bad, but I took the microphone and plugged it into one of the phones at work, old iPhone 6. I think we got one still hanging around there, and it wouldn't pick up anything. And with a great microphone, I can actually carry on a conversation doing my videos and be right up against a fan, right up against a compressor, and you can barely hear the machine run and just hear me clear as day. So that thing died on me. It's 3 months old, 4 months old. It's got a 2-year warranty. So I got to send it back. But in the meantime, I went ahead and bought me another one because I could have one shipped to me in 2 days. And Lord knows how long it would take to get that thing shipped off to California, have them, I don't know if they'd fix it or just send another one, but I have to go through all that. I've been on the phone with them for quite a while, almost every other day, and they're working half staff because of the COVID thing. Nobody's working in the office. Everybody's working at home. So it's just it's a worldwide disaster. It's a pandemic, as they say. But hopefully, man, I'm so over all this COVID stuff. All over it. Brother Zach has joined us. Zach is in the house. Thanks for coming on in. Right. Zach, I haven't been watching the chat, but if you're in, we are having some audio video difficulties. I think more on the audio side. So Zach is in the background pushing buttons, turning knobs, moving levers up and down, doing his thing. So we're working on that. This is our first try with his new toys. So this is all this. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Please stand by. Beep. So anyway, I think everybody can hear me. They say that they were hearing Gil, but Gil wasn't hearing anything. So he's in the background over there doing what engineers do. I showed up for class at 8 o'clock the next morning. It was Demansky, get to the dining hall and fix it. We have a side of beef coming in. Wow. So the system locked down at the expansion valve, and I was lost as lost could be. I had my book, my modern refrigeration and air conditioning book with me, sitting down there reading the chapters, and he would come by. How you doing, Demansky? Is like, what'd you do to this thing? It's like, I don't know.
Hello.
I need to turn around and walk away. And
I'm gonna get ready to come up here and
I
like 10,
knew
15
it was
minutes.
freezing up the expansion valve, so I knew something was going on.
No,
but that
I'll go do it
was
right
like
now.
the training session of having water in the system and freezing up at the expansion valve. Do I hear
Alright, that's
Gil in the
fine.
background?
Alright.
Maybe not. So anyway, he went through the filter dryer, having me take temperatures across that, and there was a little temperature drop across that, and look at your pressures. Are they modulating up and down? Of course, way before digital stuff, we had old Robinair or probably
Alright.
Robinair gauges.
Hold on a
Back
second here.
then.
I gotta.
Oh, I do hear Gil in the background. Gil, we hear you.
Alright.
And so anyway, after
I can
2
hear
days,
you.
of course, the side of beef was a joke. That I wasn't going to fix it in one day. That was a 2-day training, and he finally told me, he said, go pull the refrigerant out, pull a vacuum, get your torches out, change the dryer, pull a vacuum, recharge it, and then get it working. So I did what the instructor said, and it worked. And he finally told me after all that he had injected a couple of ounces into the system. So anyway, all that said, I think it's neat to see things that I know of and have worked on every once in a blue moon. But to watch those guys work on the big stuff is, I learn a lot. I can follow along. And hold on just a second. I got a cough.
You're fine. I gotta feedback though.
There we go. That's not a COVID. That's I've been talking way too long with no fluids. Okay. Oh, Gil's got a feedback. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure that out.
What happened to my stream? It's gone. Yeah. No, it's not the corona, Adam. Miss Susie, way past your bedtime. You're in Texas. It's like early there. You're talking way past your bedtime, or is it 9 o'clock there? I try to do a 9 o'clock thing. It's usually 9:45 by the time I have my last 2 cigarettes before I go to bed.
Can you hear me? No, that's not.
Nope. I could earlier. Do you have a different mic? You are very delayed and very low on your volume on my end.
Can you hear me now?
Can y'all hear Gil? No, that's not a Coke nose.
No.
Gil, your volume is on my end is very low. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, Coke nose, Corona breath. All right, more insults. Give me the insults. I can take it. I can take it. I tell you what does bother me a little bit. Look at Gil. Look at Gil there with his beard. He's got the manly frosted beard.
Yes, I do.
It's like everybody that is doing live streams has a beard, and I don't. I had a beard many, many, many years ago, and I kept it trimmed and cut like Gil's got. But man, when summertime came, there ain't no way I could keep that. That is love you too, Adam. You're wonderful. You at all. Adam shaved. Okay, good. You're going to feel much better. I promise you. Just don't use the aftershave lotion immediately after shaving that off. It burns like hell. I can hear Steve and barely Gil. Yep, I agree with you, Susie. Gil his volume has been down the whole time. Gil, maybe, I don't know, maybe just on your computer itself is your mic pickup turned down. There's no volume there. We could hear you a little bit earlier. Very clear, but very, very low volume. Okay, he's looking. He's very intense. There's a smile. There it is. He's doing something. Oh, look. I had a cat when I was a little kid who would go and in the backyard and look for moles. And my cat had the same look in his eyes that Gil has. I mean, that cat would do the stare down. He would look back and forth and just stay focused as could be. And he'd look over at you every once in a while just to make sure you was watching him. And then he'd go back to the stairs. Whoa, echo. But it's the same kind of look that Adam has when he's behind the studio switchboard. Back and forth. Wow, nice echo. Cannot hear you. Call Gil, Zach. I don't know if Gil has his phone on. I think he said he was going to turn it off when I jumped on. Gil is out of everyone's league. He has broadcasting hardware now. The only one crazy enough to take the plunge. I like his hat. I need one of those hats. I'm not a hat guy, but that's a nice hat, Gil. I believe Gil has got some new T-shirts from what I'm hearing through the grapevine. Haven't seen one yet. Yeah, but maybe sooner or later. I know. Maybe we should razz on Gil for a little while. He's a pretty tough guy. Should we razz him?
It's fine.
What I'd like to know, Gil, we love you, but I want to ask the question to the chat. How many of y'all have received what Gil said he was going to send you? That's what I want to know. I know it's kind of been. I need Gil to mail out some packages soon. Miss Susie, all right. Adam's pretty good about sending stuff out. I've actually got a surprise in the mail from Adam. So maybe Gil can subcontract out his merch to Adam to get it mailed out. Adam, are you up for that? Hey, maybe $1 a package. He can just send all his merch down to you, and you can be like the Amazon HVAC merch distribution. That would be cool. That would be cool. And go ahead and get Chris's stuff sent to you, and you'll just be the guy with the merch. So if somebody doesn't get their stuff, we know who to call. We'll just call Adam. Adam will be our distribution point. Let's see. What's Miss Susie? Nothing. Adam owes me a hat. 3 weeks in the waiting. Almost 4. Oh, there you go, Susie. Your order is still being processed, which means he's thinking about it. He's processing this stuff in his mind. It's like, yeah, I got to remember to do that. I got to remember to do that. So, all right. I'm not liking my camera. Y'all tell me about my camera. Am I like too close? Is it just like a giant headshot? Does the camera need to back out? Do I need to back up? Oh, so I think Gil has control of my video. Since we're in the test mode. No, Gil, no audio. Oh, thanks, Susie. I'll just start looking down. Do the Wayne's World extreme close up. That's gross. Sorry about that. But I was asked, it was a request. So there you go. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, Gil definitely has control because I am broadcasting on a landscape and he's got me as a portrait. So he has flip-flopped my door. Because if I raise my right hand,
I can change that.
Hey, we can hear you. What'd you do? I can change it too.
Well,
Oh,
I'm getting a feedback. I don't understand. Do you guys do I sound fine to you?
You sound like you're in a coffee can.
Well, exactly. Do I sound fine? No, that's not saying. And I was fine earlier until I started messing with the other shit.
With or without glasses?
What the fuck?
Yeah, you were doing good till you brought me in.
But that's what I need to get figured out, though. That was the whole point of this.
Adam says, yes, you sound good. Sounds good to me. Wrong mic. that's the wrong mic. I could not hear you tapping on that mic.
Hello? Yeah, it's on.
Well, I heard that. Um, Hey, Susie, same with me. You know, it hit me about 10 years ago, and I'm good at work until I have to read my gauges or texts, or I can't see. I don't know if y'all have ever been on, but I can't see any of the chats or anything. And so I have my phone sitting down below my monitor. And so when I'm looking down, that's actually what I'm doing. I need to find a way to put it up here next to my camera. So that way I can see you and you can see me. We can make eye contact and I can still read what the chat's going on. Sounds like a laptop or a webcam mic. Whoa. Whoa. Echo, echo, echo.
This is something going on with the program.
Wow. Oh, well, we're just the opposite, Susie. Anything a foot and a half away, I can't read. Anything other than that, I can read what kind of airplane is flying across the sky. I got great vision far off. Excuse me.
Can you hear me now? What the fuck?
Yes, but you have a crazy echo. Nope. I want to thank y'all for hanging out through all this. This will probably be the #1 live stream for the week anyway. Yeah, HVAC Grandpa's tripping with the echo. I think he likes it. Back to the flashback, back to the 60s and the 70s. And Adam's going to huff and puff. Adam wants the echo on. All of us YouTube watchers are social distancing. Yeah, this is as close as we can get, and we're thousands of miles apart. Well, look at here. I need something to drink, and look at what my wife has here on the desk. Y'all pardon me while I chew some gum. And I don't like gum. I just got to have something. Because I was literally having my last cigarette, and I just logged on to see Gil was on. So, yeah, it's what, 9:30 maybe? And we're We're coming up to what? 11:30. That's 2 hours of nothing to parch my throat. And I don't know if Zach can even handle 2 hours in front of the mic. Kind of wimped out on us on his last one here, where he was. What'd you give us, Zach? A 20-minute howdy doody. What's up, guys? But that's good. I tell you, I enjoy all y'all. Nope. Yeah. And I do appreciate that 20 minutes there, Zach. I really do. And your beard. I think it's a race between who's going to have more gray in their beard. I don't know if it's going to be you or Gil, but somebody's going to have to get some, was it Grecian formula or the black paint for your beard? Yeah, I'd be afraid to see what my beard looked like if I left it going. Sometimes I'll go, what, I'll shave Friday, and sometimes it's Monday morning before I shave again, and it's just lots and lots of gray. But no gray here. Got a little bit on the side, little bit, but that's all right. I still got my sandy blonde hair that I've had since I was born. Actually, I had white hair when I was born. Yep, I was a white-headed boy till I was about 13, I guess, and then it started to go to the sandy blonde. Well, Adam, you can hang out. All we got to do is get Gil to send you the email, and you can come hang out, and that way he'll have double duty trouble trying to get 3 people working instead of 2. That would be something to challenge. I might do something Saturday, Susie. Maybe Zach. I like the commitment there. Maybe I will do it. Maybe. You're listening to Smooth Jazz on HVAC Overtime. Will that work? Will that work for you, Miss Susie? Do I have a voice for, what do they call that? People that do all the voiceovers, I guess. Is that the right term? I'm taking that clip. All right, you can have it. I do need a team sticker though. That is one sticker that I think I am missing. And that's all it'll cost you. And I will give you all the time that you need to ship it. Thank you, Miss Susie. How sweet, sweet, sweet. I have a face for radio. Wow. Okay. Well, I think I will continue to call you lady, because that was a positive thing for you to say about me, and I will take it as a positive thing. But to make that happen, we'll probably have to get Gil to take me off of the screen, And then I would truly just be talking to people in the chat, because I sit here, I try to look at the camera, I try to focus at the chat. Oops, sorry. Anyway, Ted, oh, Adam, I'm the bowl. So he has a target, or is it on the seat? It says on his toilet. I don't know. You made me to verify that's not in the toilet as a target. Wow, that's a sorry, Adam. I didn't mean to go down that road. So I've got one in my ice chest. I tell you what I want to do with the stickers is put them in my van and put them back behind my bulkhead. So that way when I'm getting ready to do some videos and I'm cruising down the road talking to y'all, let me look up here so y'all can see me. Need to move my camera down here so I can. I think that's cool. I think Hoser did that. I think he ended up with all the stickers. He's got some. I think he's got the HVAC Cowboys sticker on his van, and so I thought that was pretty cool. And I want to be like Hoser. Hoser done some good videos. I really like what he does. You know, I talk a lot about him to my comrades around the office, and I am just blown away by his attitude. Sometimes he gets upset with the snow, but that's okay. But it's amazing the knowledge that he has on these 90% efficient furnaces. I think that's all they have up there. But you know, he's only been doing this for what, 5, maybe 6 years. But I tell you what, and talking to him, the training that they have to go through up in Canada is just blows me away. Yeah, I'm gonna not look at the chat for a while. Take these off.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you a little bit. You're still low on the volume. I think it's what, 4 years of training that or schooling, 3 to 4 years of schooling they have to go through, and then they have to go through an apprenticeship after that. We can still hear you a little bit. Yeah, they have to go through an apprenticeship before they can actually start to get out in a van on their own. And being in, I don't know how all of that works, but you know, he works at a union place, so I think they make them, or it's a part of their program or the part of the union service, so they get continuous training. And I was thinking about that today here in the U.S. What does it take to become a heating and air person? Really nothing. If you have a friend that has a set of gauges who can impress you, and you say, hey, can I follow you? You can go get a job after you follow this guy for a week.
Can you still hear me?
Go get your EPA certification. You can study that online in a couple of days, take the test, and you're off and running. Very, very scary. Yes, we can hear you. Your volume is low. So I'm really impressed with the way Canada runs their HVACR program up there as a trade. And but I think that's one reason why he is such a smart guy. I think he really has the knack. He's actually some kind of a leader or a spokesman or something like that at his shop. Very, very nice, likable guy. But anyway, I got off on a tangent on Hoser for some reason. And where was we? 90%ers. Anyway, oh, I know. What does it take to be a heating and air guy here in the United States? I know some guys who have zero schooling and have been in the industry for 20, 30 years. And they started when somebody just needed some help. Would you come help me change this system out? Will you come help me do this? I need to pull some ductwork. I got a guy or a customer that's wanting to finish out their basement. You want to come help me? And that's how he started. Hold this, hold that, go do this, go pick that up, go to the parts house. I've already got it on will call. Just get it and get back here fast. And
Can you hear me, Mr. Steve?
he ended up liking it, and he grabbed hold of it. He retained the knowledge that the guy was telling him and showing him, gave him a chance to use some torches, and learned how to braze. Pre-nitrogen purge days, of course, and showed him how to pull a vacuum back when micron gauges were non-existent almost. But anyway, he is a fantastic guy now, leader, technical service leader. He's not in management, but one of the senior techs at the company he works at. Gone up into the commercial stuff up to 7.5, maybe 10-ton units. Doesn't want to get into the big stuff, but mainly he works on all residential, and a lot of his customers have their own business. Wow.
I'm just messing with stuff.
We know, we can hear you're doing a great job. Keep it up. There you go, Grandpa. You're doing good. Wow. Doesn't take much to get me distracted. Oh, my buddy. But anyway, he has worked his way up and a leader at his company. And actually, just a couple of weeks ago, the company that he was at got bought out by one of these big merger companies that is from Canada. There's a couple of companies operating here at least here in Georgia, that are from Canada, and they bought a couple of the big companies, merged them together, and merged some of the other reputable companies that have been around for many, many years, and went from a family-owned business to corporate America, corporate Canada, and he left. But fortunately, his little brother has his license and has been doing his little kind of one-man show for the last, actually, he was one of my guys under me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 years ago. So he's been doing his thing for 15 years. So my buddy ended up quitting the corporate structure, HVAC residential company he was at, and has started working with his brother. And he passes his business card out to everybody. He always has. He's just one of those. I have a hard time doing that because I don't remember, but he does. And he has such a following that they won't let anybody out except for him.
Can you hear me, Mr. Steve?
And yes, Gil?
Can you hear me? Does it sound
yes, you're sounding better.
All right. This is getting to be a pain in my
ass.
Yes,
I can hear you, Gil. You sound better than you did 5 minutes ago. Yes, you sound wonderful.
All right. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not sure if I need. I do.
Oh,
That's the mix
Grandpa.
minus. So that's turned on. I just don't know. Everything was fine until I brought somebody in, so I don't understand what I did different. I don't know.
Don't know.
Does that sound?
I
sound
don't
better?
know nothing about. Yeah, I mean, you're not as loud. You're not as your volume is not as high as it normally is.
Yeah, which that doesn't make any sense because everything is all the same. So it's got to be something I'm doing in here. I don't know what it is though. Don't know.
Adam, describe it to him. In the form of a post-dated check. No. A post-dated check. Okay, so now Adam is wanting post-dated checks. I don't know what to think about that. But Adam, you're supposed to be like the guy. You are like so intense when you're behind the control board. You should give him a clue. Describe what you're hearing. Who sounds better? Does he sound better than I, or do I sound better than he?
Yeah, what I'm using, nobody else is, if it was that easy to ask somebody else a question, I would have done it. Trust me. I don't want to do this.
You got a 1-800 number you can call? Okay, well, Adam says that I sound better.
You do to me too.
Maybe it's my new microphone. Hello.
Yeah, but this microphone's as good as it gets, and I know what this sounds like.
I know. I'm messing with you.
Fuck.
Okay, I gotta get rid of this gum. It's getting on my nerves. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. How do I
Very
sound now?
unprofessional to chew gum while on the air. I'll be back.
Can you hear me,
And
Mr.
I'm back.
Steve?
Yes. You sound good. Your volume is still low. You sound good, but the volume is low.
And I don't understand why the volume's low.
Yes. Yep. I don't know. So I know you told me a while back, I think after a show, that I should turn my microphone all the way up on my end.
Yeah, you sound good. I mean, mine, that's up louder. Does that?
No. It's almost like your pickup.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah, you're heading the right direction. And it is, not to doubt you, but that mic is on and you're not using
No.
Okay. Yep.
I don't have any other microphones.
Okay.
Well, I have another one here for like videos, but that's muted. I can see it.
So your camera doesn't have a mic?
It does, but it's turned off. There's no
Oh,
sound.
I did change my glass. Yes, Adam, I have many glasses. I go to the Dollar Tree, 10 for $1. They got the big glass, the tree with all the different glasses. And then my wife buys some on her shopping network channels as well, which have yeah, these are Dollar Trees. And these are the ones that she buys because they got the springy. They're the springy and they don't break near as well. Yeah, these, and she has different colors of these. These are hers, but hers is mine and mine is hers. So yes, yep. You gotta see the glasses I have in my van. I've got some wireframe ones in my van that my mom bought me years ago when my eyes first started to go bad. I've got some that are pretty bad. I've got a tortoise shell pattern, which is deplorable. Those are like my emergency backup glasses in case nothing else can be found. I do have some masks. I've actually become kind of a mask collector. Got customers giving me masks all the time, different patterns, cowboy patterns, blanks, roses, polka dots. Got the overtime Be Safe mask. We got a 3 or 4 N95 masks, some with the little flapper that lets everything out that you breathe and some that don't. Of course, I got a whole box of the blue things that don't do anything either except make the customer happy. And so yes, I can actually match my glass apparel to my mask and be what's the word? Stylish. Be stylish. That's what it's all about. Being in style, being in vogue. Have my Vogue mask, eyeglass apparel. Hey, look back there behind Gil. There's my my Viper coil cleaner that I can't get my office to get me. He got 2 gallons of it. I'll take the yellow stuff. When do you think you could ship that out to me, Gil?
Never.
How about if I come up there?
That's fine.
Okay. We'll go have some lobster dinner. I tell you, I've been kidding with my wife about doing something this fall. Is running up the East Coast and just meeting all the YouTube watchers, the HVAC people that we've become social buddies online with, and just run up. Got what, Clint over at the Tool Review. He actually doesn't live too far from me. He's here in Georgia, probably 30-40 minutes away, which is right off the freeway that takes me up to South Carolina, North Carolina, heading up towards Virginia, and just bounce around. run up the coast and meet everybody, and maybe hopefully get us up as far as to meet Hoser
Uh,
and
can you hear me
Joe.
now?
Get up into Canada. Yeah, we can hear you. Still a little on the low volume side, though.
I don't know why it would be low, but so what I have to do is I have to totally not even use my audio at all in this program, and it's literally mine's coming straight through, and the only audio we're getting is yours. So I don't hear a loop back as bad. Um, but how does it now? Am I still
Yeah, I've got a big loop back. I guess that's what you call it. And it's almost like I think I counted it as like a 12-second. All right. Okay, maybe well, all right, Miss Susie, if you think that would be cool, maybe you and your husband can slide over from Texas and we can meet up and go north. That would be cool. That would be cool. Get Jessica to slide on up and over, and who else got? Was it Beaver? Beaver's south of me. I think he's down closer probably to the Georgia Florida line. And then we'll all convene at Gil's house. No volume, Gil. No audio at all.
that's fine. How about now?
Yep, right on target.
All right. I still don't want to hear myself though.
Well, was it coming through your headphones? Because I get like a 12-second delay. I hear myself, and then 12 seconds later, I hear myself again. But I think
What
that's
about
normal because I hear me, and then it's got to get broadcasted back out. So I guess that's normal. Adam says, did the world ban us from leaving the U.S.? Did the world ban us? Did the
no?
world ban us from leaving the U.S.? Well, I mean, we've banned everybody from coming in. So I truly believe that we got enough that we can sustain ourselves here and live like kings if you want to, and live like paupers if you want to, and live in a van down by the river if you want to, and be happy. Chase the American dream. All right, Gil, what you thinking? What you saying? What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
um, I think I'm getting on the right track. It's just still not there. Um, So I'm not sure. Right now I'm getting one hell of a feedback to myself. I don't know how I sound to you guys.
You sound good, but your volume is still low.
Yeah, which doesn't every volume thing is turned up, so I don't know. I'll have to
Well, what?
play with this thing some
Well,
more
well,
often.
kick me out, and see if that changes. I mean, what are we looking at?
It's almost midnight.
Well, we're pushing 12 o'clock here.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Steve, for coming in. I'll call you here in a
I
couple of
enjoyed
minutes.
it, Gil. Hey, we're gonna make this thing happen. It's gonna be the best sounding thing on the internet.
Oh, this is
And
my first time messing with this, so
yeah.
I did this tonight knowing that I was gonna have issues.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and kick me out. I'm gonna go to the sunroom, have a cigarette, and go to bed and get up in 5 hours.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
All right. Call me,
See
man.
ya.
Love you. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out with us. That was very cool of y'all to help out and help us out when we ask for your feedback and being a part of making this happen. Y'all be good. Be safe. Like and subscribe. And definitely pass this one on to everybody. Bye.
All right, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Ba ba ba. All right, so can you guys hear me now? And everything sounds fine, or do I still sound like I'm all messed up? Hello, hello, hello. You can hear me? But it's low. That is weird. I don't know why it's so low. I don't know. Not sure why. I'm not sure why it's so low. But if you guys can hear what I'm saying, thank you guys for sitting here. Thank you, Mr. Steve, for sitting here carrying this on while I do my little test. I know I've been absent for a while. I apologize, man. It's been a lot of stuff trying to get done, man. It's just been a lot of shit going on. But I'm trying to get back at it and back into the rhythm with some new things. I'm trying to come back bigger and better than ever. So we'll see. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you all so much. And the road. Miss Susie, yours is actually right there, and I'm gonna be honest with you. All the people that paid for stuff and paid for shirts was my priority. You gotta, I mean, I didn't do any live streaming this summer, pretty much. And that merchandise flew like wildfire. People prepaid for it, so that was kind of the priority, getting stuff out. But I do have a bunch of things, and I'll even show you so you know that I'm not BSing you. This is all of your stuff. Right here, Miss Susie. Let me get the wide angle. Hold on. It's the stuff I owe you from the one thing. I gave you some more Yellow Jacket shirts. A podcast shirt. your hoodies in there, stickers. So, yeah, so all those people, like, because my wife was helping me with all the shipping stuff, and to be honest, I shouldn't have buying the merch and shipping it myself. I should have known. You guys know shipping. I'm not the best goddamn shipper. I'm the worst fucking shipper ever. So let's buy shirts and then I'll ship them out. That was a stupid fucking idea. But yeah, I did like Adam did. I bought the it actually should have been here 3 days ago. I got a scale and the printer machine so that I can go on stamps.com and just print the shit out and then they pick it up. So I'm trying to get better and get on top of it. So I will get it. We've caught up on all the people that have paid for shirts. All those people, all the people that are paid are good. So you guys have seen this hat. Another hat real fast, I'll show you. I really dig this hat too. I wear that a lot. But I'm going to figure this out and figure out why my microphone is so low. Hold on, I want to see something. Did that help? Am I still low? I sound louder now. Does that sound better? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I turned something down at one point. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Does that sound better, Adam? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, we'll see. But I'll get you a hat, Mr. Steve. A lot of this stuff, it's gone. All the merchandise stuff from Mike Adams' buddy is really, really good stuff, man. He did an awesome job. Apparently I forgot the big boys though. All of the the 3X and 4X and 5X guys. We got a lot of big boys in the industry, and apparently I forgot about them. And I didn't have enough stuff for them. So that stinks. All right, cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. So yeah, let me let me turn this off, man. It's getting late. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Mr. Steve, for holding it down while I was in the background doing some stupid stuff. And what's that? Isaiah said he can't hear me. I don't know why you can't hear me. Anyway, good night. I love you guys. I'm still here.